Greetings and salutations, my fellow Mechnetic fans. This is our third installment here. I'm going to answer a bunch of questions. Most of them I got from the classic Battletech forums. I also posted at mechtech.net and NetBattletech as well. First off, I got where I got the magnets. First batch came from ThinkGeeks. The second batch that I ordered from Magnets for Less. Had a minor problem at first, but they corrected it before the end of the day. The reason I switched over is because I couldn't special order just the sizes I wanted to use from ThinkGeek. Oh well. Next question I had was what adhesive I use. I use good old-fashioned crazy glue. Next question I had was how do I sort of polarize the mechs? I use a compass. Simple, cheap. Most of my mechs are torso is south side with all the guns and stuff north side. By that I mean the compass points north at the arm and south at the mech when I hold up the compass to the mech like this. The legs, they are again, top of the leg is south side, where the bottom of the torso would be north side. Get this on the screen, see if you can see it. Now in front, now I'm going to refocus the camera here. Right here I've got a behemoth arm that I've actually got the magnet to, as you can see right here. And this exact same arm where I haven't attached the magnet. Now the reason I haven't done the magnet on this one is there's just not enough meat to actually put the magnet inside the arm like this one. So I try to recess the magnets where I can, like on the Goliath here. I'm able to recess the magnet in both the turret and in the mech. Of course, this combination again allows us to swap out the turrets as needed. So now we have a LRM carrying Goliath. And a PPC carrying LRM base. Now, next thing is sort of the magnets themselves. This mech, I've only used the Dremel just to dent the arm right here, where the magnet's going to go. And the way I've been doing it lately has just been hand twisting the bit. Right here I'm using a this is a 1/8 inch bit, and the way to match your bit up with the magnets you're going to use is basically make sure they're the same diameter right here. And this helps out quite a bit. That way you get a nice good fit when you just drop a hair drop of crazy glue and you're good to go. Autofocus looks like it's kicked in, but here we go. Get it back on the behemoth. And I've got some slightly bigger magnets back here, which are 3/16 that I use primarily for torso interfaces between the legs and the torsos. I'm going to hand twist this behemoth here in a little bit. I'm actually not going to record that, but if I'll do my best anytime anybody asks me any questions on any of the three forums to answer them there, and once I get a couple of good ones, I'll try to re-answer them here. Just remember when you're doing this to have fun. Make sure that you do polarize, because if you don't, you'll end up like I do have one arm that I use to set all my arm magnets with, due to the fact that I got the arm backwards. So I got a good old-fashioned Jagger mech arm that's got the magnet in there polarized, and the crazy glue ain't gonna let go for a few years. just because I've got it to good fit. And for those of you who don't know a good old-fashioned Jagger, here's one of my 13-year-old miniatures where I redid the arms with magnets now, so I can swap them if I wanted to. As well as y'all will recognize a good old-fashioned rifleman and the flea. These two miniatures are normally cast in a single mold. Get the glare off of there and refocus it a bit. So I actually had to take a hacksaw and a Dremel disc and cut this guy in half to get the to give him a torso twist, since he's normally molded with his legs, and same with this rifleman. This rifleman is normally one piece, leg and torso. So it was a second casting of rifleman from Ralpartha. And just because we can, something what probably the Rifleman 2C third variation from the clans would look like, since it's a missile carrier. I've also started working on adding jump pack capacity on some mechs. And the reason you see so many Omni-mechs is they're the easiest to actually mod into this. A lot of the early castings were single mold, so until I get a good cutting device where I can cut them properly, I'm going to be slow on it. On this guy here, the back piece, I've actually added 2 magnets for this, just so it can really stay on there and I can use it to pick them up. And I've also started to work on some other mechs that would actually use some old-fashioned jump jets. So you can put a different jump jet on there or alternate the height on this particular one. So, whoop, take your falling damage. Alright, well that sort of covers the questions I had here. I am using a magnet on each side, as another question I had from the Classic Battletech site. You might be able to get away with a small plate piece of metal on one side. I just like the extra strength the second magnet gives. So that basically covers most of my stuff here. And get you guys a good shot of that good old-fashioned Goliath. Oh, and one of the oldest mechs in my book. This is an original Classic Battletech miniature, believe it or not. It actually came with an orange backing. For those of you who have been in Battletech for a long time, you will know what I'm talking about when I say orange backing. I'm actually going to pause it here for a second and go get 3 of the backs, just to bring you, some of you who haven't been into this game that long, up to date. Alrighty. Just give you guys a quick history lesson on the Battletech miniature packing. Here's my oldest one right here. Never been opened. That's back from the early times of Battletech. If you see a package like that, that's one of the old originals. Keep away from children. It does contain lead. Then we have this one right here, which was the next generation of packing. That's a good old-fashioned Marauder 2, never been opened again. Again, still with the lead before the switch over to the lead-free. The newer ones will have a big red tag right up here in this top corner, over my finger is floating, that says lead-free. And then you have the current packaging, which is this guy right over here, the Highlander. He'll be my second Highlander. The first one was a gift to me when I left Florida back in '92. Alrighty, well, that's going to end it here, and hope you enjoyed, and see you next time.